Good morning, brothers. Welcome to A Brown Bag Gentleman. My name is Scott, and today's shave is with such a wonderful smelling scent. Cella Riserva Fresco. That's the short name for this. I'll read you the whole thing in a minute here. But that's the soap of the day, and spoiler alert, this is an awesome scent. I really like this. And the razor of the day is a Supply razor in that rose gold color, and it's a mild razor, and we're going to use that today. But I'm looking to maybe buy the adjustable version because it's definitely on the mild side, and I tend to like something a little more aggressive. But the weight is great. It's got good weight. I mean, it doesn't have grip and stuff like too if you want to be picky on the stuff. But the type of razor that it is, it works pretty good actually. So yeah, I'm liking it. I got a 2-day growth here to show you today for shaving on this thing. So yeah, we'll see how this works out. But yeah, it's definitely holds its own. And just an update with you on the shavette I have. This is what I got. I got this at Maggard's Razors, a little shavette. And of course, you see my t-shirt's white because I just literally just use this to shave the back of my neck. And I'm still working on that before I show you. But I tried something different today. In fact, today what I did is I basically put a hot cloth on the back of my wet cloth and a washcloth on the back of my neck for about a minute before I shaved, and didn't put any cream on because I've been dry shaving it, and it's because I've always done. It leaves a little irritation, but enough I grin and bear it. But I'm telling you, just the act of getting that, the hot towel, moist towel, made a world of difference. And I don't have to break out the shave cream leather for just my neck. So it's a step up, and it went well. So yeah, I'm getting better with this thing, but I'm not there yet to show you yet. But I'm getting there. And I did well tell you that this takes, right now the blade I have in there is one of what I call the Parker style razor. Literally the blade that goes into this. In fact, that's what's in here. I bought which I couldn't find here when I was looking for it. This came, I got their little gray version of blades, and that's what's in here. So it's a Parker length blade. And of course here's the real Parker brand right here, but yeah, that's probably going here next. Because I just wanted to use the thicker blades. They last a little longer, that type of thing, to leave in here. And yes, I do like that I can close it up and protect the blade. So yeah, and green's my favorite color. So yeah, got it in there, put that back in the drawer. But that's coming along. But let's get back to the shave now. Okay, so the Cella soap. In fact, we have the matching Cella aftershave, and yeah, it's more than half gone right now. And yes, I generally give these away and stuff too, and I've given away aftershaves this time, but I'm sorry, guys, you're not getting this one. I'm keeping this for the duration. I might get a new one, and hopefully I'll get it. Next time I buy soaps, I'll see if this is in stock. I will buy one of these for the giveaway because I am just loving this too much. In fact, I'll tell you now, this is one of my top 5 favorite scents. This is one right here. This is one of them. That is just phenomenal. But the soap here, and it's a vegan soap. There's no tallow or anything in this soap. But especially if you're using a milder razor, you don't necessarily need that. And this is a soap I'm going to buy just on scent alone. But it does have some good products in there. Yes, there is glycerin here, not some other stuff, and different oils and what have you. There are in here, so it's not like it's a bad soap. It's not. It's wonderful. Oh, that scent! I am just mesmerized by that scent. I'm telling you, this is one of those. I highly recommend you go to Maggard's and you buy a sample of this. If you buy nothing else, buy this Riserva Fresco. You got this. You got to get this one. Now, the whole name is Cella Milano Crema Riserva Fresco, and it's a cream soap. So I just opened it up here. Oh, man. Take the back of my spoon. And it is very soft. It is very soft. That's a good almond size. There we go. And now, of course, I told you I like that scent so much you're not getting the aftershave. Well, I know myself too, so you're not getting this either. But that's okay. Put that down because I got another one. So this is the one to give away. In fact, I'm going to give away the one I'm not even going to use. So that one's getting set aside. That one's going in the giveaway bin. So yes, so some lucky winner is going to get this. Oh man, it is so nice smelling. But let me just take this soap off the back of the spoon. Put my spoon aside. And then smush that in here in my bowl. Very soft. Oh yeah, that's very soft. It's so soft. It's so much more like a cream than a than a harder soap at all. It's very soft. But we'll smush that in a little bit. There we go. That's enough. Wash off the thumb here a little bit in the sink. There we go. And let me put a little water in there just to get that going on that. A very soft soap. Oh, the bowl, of course, timeless bowl today. That's what we're using today. The brush is my AP Shave Co. I don't know what it's upside down and right side up for that emblem, so I apologize, AP Shave Company, because I don't know which way your emblem goes, but this is the 30 millimeter cashmere knot, and of course in their handle. 2 shakes and a squeeze. And the knot is just so big. The 30 millimeter is still, there's a lot of water in this brush. There is a lot, and it's going to be drippy all over the place because this just holds so much water. But I still wanted at least a starting little sprinkle of water in there. And there's not much. That's very little. I don't know if you can see that, but it's very little soap in there. But let's get going. 250 total swirls. Let's get this started. It's starting to foam up a little bit here already. That's 50. Let's go 50 more. Okay, yep. So it's just starting to think about building now after 100 swirls. Next 50, and I reverse directions. It's purely out of arm comfort. That's all. Ah. Yeah, it's really starting to build now. Now it's catching up. Now it's doing its things. That's 150. Let's knock it down off the sides. 50 more. Okay, that's after 200 total swirls. Knock it down off the sides. Doing really well. And 50 more. There we go. So that is built some nice lather. That's enough for a few people. So yeah, lots of good lather. Now, oops, I haven't washed the face yet. Let me pause and do that. I'll be right back. All right, brothers, I am back. Okay, let's take some of that lovely lather here and get it on the face. Alrighty. Oh, that scent is wafting. Scent strength, of course, off the brush. I didn't really talk about it off the puck, but off the brush. Scent strength's a good. What is scent strength? I would call that probably a good solid 5. I'm thinking about a 5 out of 10, which as far as soaps scent strength go, that's solid. That is solid. To me, nothing really goes above an 8 on strength, other than until you get into colognes, what have you. For a soap strength scent, yeah, this is solid. This is solid. Very nice. This is one of those, I wouldn't follow it up with a different scent unless that's all I had and I want something strong or to kind of overpower that. Now let's talk about pricing. Well, let's talk about the ingredients first. We'll talk about pricing here as I'm doing this. So ingredients, just say there's no tallow. It's all basically vegan based. And it's a cream soap, so it's known to be a softer type of soap. But the top notes are lemon, bergamot, sweet orange, mint leaves, and basil. Mid notes are Arabian jasmine, Bulgarian rose, and something I need to get my glasses for. They're not here. Oh, here we go. They're right here. All right. Bulgarian jasmine. Oh, warm spices and iris. The base notes are tonka bean, patchouli, vetiver, oak moss, and amber. So it's got some solid sweetness. It's got some solid woodsiness, earthiness. But I can tell you, this is more of a sweeter scent. So I can imagine if it didn't have that nice woodsiness in there too, that it would be like overly sweet and coy. It would be too much. But with that, to take the edge off of the sweetness, this just smells fantastic. I really enjoy this scent. This scent, like I said, it's one of my top 5. And I'm still formulating what 3 of the other top 5 are in my head. I mean, the other one right off the bat is, well, we won't even go there because right now we're talking about this. But I'm telling you, this is definitely top 5 scents. So I've got soaps or scents rather that are just that I've purchased that I think are just strong contenders, just strong, really enjoy them, but they're not top 5. They won't necessarily be top 10, but they're like classic scents, and they're just just nice performers. They last a while and they smell nice. But there's some that just I say this is absolutely phenomenal, and this is one of those. I can't tell you enough. Go to Maggard's, buy a sample of the soap. You will be amazed at the scent of this stuff. You'll buy it just for the scent. In fact, I went to look to buy a big tub of it for a gift for my family's birthday, and they were out of stock. So I'm a little bummed, so I had to put myself in a waiting list when it gets back. But let's talk about pricing and what you get. A 10 ounce, 10 ounce, big jar. They don't come in 4 ounces jars. It's 10 ounces only, and it's $36.99 for 10 ounces. So if you cut that down to 4 ounces, then it's like less than $20. So the price is not bad. This first pass, of course, with grade. Now, how's the aftershave? Well, the aftershave again is, unless you get the sample, it's a 10 ounce bottle. That's $100. It's $99 for the 10 ounce of that. So I haven't bit the bullet on that aftershave as much as I like this. I keep satisfying myself with just little samples here every now and again, but I really do enjoy this. I am hoping that maybe Maggard's will do something, hint Maggard's hint, maybe they'll do something to put it more like a 3.5 ounce, 100 milliliter type bottle. Maybe they could do something, they do the samples, maybe they can do some kind of bigger sample, or bigger, but not so huge as 10 ounces for that full. And if they don't, then I might be pulling the trigger on buying the full 10 ounce bottle because I really do enjoy it that much. But for me, I like the whole thing about buying like no more than like 3.5, 4 ounce size things. Is that way after you've used it for a few months, you can try something different. Because even as much as I like this, and my other favorite scents, like I don't want to use it all the time. Variety is that spice of light. Here we go. There's that. And of course, let's use the leaf twig to get underneath the nose here. Let's go. There's always like one stubborn whisker right there and one right there. Always. And we're good. And then spend too much time. Because if I really start working at it, then I'm going to cut myself. So I'm glad I got it clean and nice with just a little bit of effort. There we go. Just lather up for pass 2. And as of course you can see, there is so much lather on here. There is gobs and gobs of lather. And then, of course, I got the kerchief on the head here because I'm going to go outside and finish up. I did a little video earlier in the week, a little short video on the deck project I'm working on. And I ran out of the screws. So because I'm putting it down with screws, I got a bum shoulder, so I don't want to be swinging a hammer. So I'm using deck screws, and I only had one box, and I used that box. So I had to go out and buy another box, which I've got now, and I just need to finish that today. So I've got a half hour's worth of work to finish that up. I've pre-cut all the wood. I did the fascia board. I showed you that. It was just kind of laying up against the side of the thing. So that's my project after this, and mowing the lawn and trimming what have you too. It's going to be high around 90 today with a heat index around 98 degrees here in central North Carolina. This razor it's so mild. And yes, it does get the job done on my thick, gnarly, white whiskers. So it does the job. It is quite mild. So for those of you who just need a mild razor, the standard supply is great for that. I know they've got the new one out now that they're pushing. It's just a newer version of this, I guess. But I like the heft of this. I like the weight of this. I don't have any desire to go buy that one. But I do have a desire to go buy the adjustable to make it more aggressive. So yeah, I do like that. And I like that I can put basically Parker style blades in here. They're on the idea, a Parker blade is like on the idea of an artisan blade, it just is not as long. It's a shorter lengthwise blade. And I didn't show you that too. Well, I can show you that in a minute. How you put the blades in. I'm not going to change the blade right now because, I mean, after this I will, because, in fact, last time I put this away, the blade was left in it because, unlike a regular DE blade, I can get more shaves out of this. I can probably get a dozen shaves out of this blade versus just like the 4 I get out of a standard DE blade. But these go in, let's see, on this particular blade, the Parker you can do it from either side, but this one, you can see there's like a little notchy thing on that end. Doesn't have it on that side, so only one end. So the little blade thingy goes in like this. Let's see, how's this? Yeah, it goes in like, you know, go push. I don't want to do it because I don't want to mess. I don't want to, because that basically will loosen up the middle piece that holds the blade in. I don't want that falling out, but you shove that in, then you pull this back and you slide it forward and push this blade in and knocks the other one out. So that it's super easy. I mean, it's like you're not touching it, you're not going to get cut. You know, you got to watch it when it falls out the other side. So make sure you are, maybe do it with the trash can or the sink or something, but it goes easy. It's really not an issue. Yeah, okay, now let's leather up for pass 3. What are y'all doing today? What are your chores? You got chores this weekend, or are you having fun this weekend? See, I'm just doing some maintenance on the deck, doing the woodwork, because I'm going to, next step will be to stain the entire deck, because it's time for that. But I just did it a couple years back, so I'm only going to do just the horizontal surfaces when I do it, and like every 5 years do the whole thing. But every couple years just do the horizontal surfaces, because that's what wears. And why I'm replacing the boards now too is because when they built this deck, I can tell my neighbor, the original neighbors who originally lived in this house and that house, got together and helped each other build decks because they did it the same way. And the boards are slapped up against each other. And if you know anything about decks, that's not how you put decking down on a deck. You've got to leave the spacing. And the old version is you put a nail in, and the width of the nail, which is about 1/8 of an inch or so, is enough width to let the rain get through there and dirt and follow and all that. Well, without that, of course, the dirt accumulates and the water does, and it rots out the boards. And that's the part where we walk through, drops the most dirt, and gets used the most, and that's why that rotted out first. So, yeah, putting that in there. Pass 3 is against the grain. Sorry, let me stop for a little something. A little coffee, a little perk coffee. Okay, because I know I got people watching me all around the world. How do you make your coffee? What kind of coffee do you have? This is standard perk coffee, hand ground with an Amish grinder, just coarse ground, and in a regular steel percolator. That's what it's in. That's how we make our coffee. I know here in the United States, the Keurigs are like the thing to have. That's what everybody has. Everybody, you go in anybody's house, that's what they use. But my wife and I we decided a while ago. In fact, we're on our second pot. That's how, and the last one lasted 20 some odd years. So we like it just standard perked. And I have that when I work from home, because I got the time. Because it takes about, we'll call it just shy of 20 minutes to make a pot of coffee. Not the 30 seconds that you have a Keurig, but it does take a little time to come to heat and to first come to a simmering boil, and then you let it perkle. You turn it down, let it perkle for us for us 7 minutes to come to boil. It's like 7 minutes to percolate, and another 4 or 5 minutes to let the water drain out of the basket that holds all the grounds to finish that before it's ready to serve. So it's a good, say, 20 minutes thereabouts before you're ready to have a cup of coffee. But the kitchen's not that far from my office. It's 2 rooms away, so it's like I just go and I set the kitchen timer, and I go in to change it while I'm getting ready in the morning and setting up my computer and all that stuff. So that's what I do. But so yeah, tell me how you like your coffee. But now let me pause and wash up. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I am back. Just washed up the equipment. Turn it on the cold water to do a couple of splashes of cold water on the face. Alrighty. Let's get this going. That's well, no real stinging. A couple of minor spots here and there, nothing really to know about. Like right along here, I feel a little bit of something there, but not much. It's a great little test to see how the shave went. But it was it's a mild razor, so not a lot of risk, we'll say, with this one. Yeah, I feel better. I feel better when I'm clean shaven. Ah, yes. There we go. So that was a nice shave. Now the aftershave that goes with it, the matching Riserva Fresco aftershave, is just good stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, my wife likes this one too. Always a help when the wife likes it as well. Similar taste, so yeah, pretty much she likes just about everything I like. Not 100%, but it's like 99%. So that's pretty good to agree with you. Your wife agrees with you on most things that way, where the scents go. Oh yeah, just letting it dry down. Because yeah, once the alcohol dissipates, it takes like 30 to 60 seconds, and then that scent you get rid of that alcoholiness, scent, that it has, and it's just pure goodness after that. Oh man, I just really enjoy this stuff. So this is definitely my top scent, one of my top scents rather, in a soap. And yeah, so I really implore you to try it. So, and let's see, what else would I want to say? I thought there was something else I wanted to mention, and I forget what that was, so maybe next time. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Hope you're going to try some stuff. Please like and subscribe, and go with God.